Hey everyone, how are you doing? I hope you guys are doing awesome. I'm having a great day. It's an awesome day. It's beautiful outside. I have the windows open, doors open, whatever you want to call it. It's awesome. It feels amazing. So today I'm going to show you guys what I do on a normal day for foundation, powder, all that stuff for just a basic face, basically. Yeah. So anyway, I'm just showing you guys what I typically do on a normal day, and it doesn't take as long as it does for the video on an everyday basis. When I do a video, it takes longer because I'm talking a lot, so I try to make it go a little bit faster, but I'm not really good at making it go faster on video. It makes it go slower. But this is what I do for my face on a daily basis, so I hope you guys enjoy, and thank you so much for watching. I'm going to start with my Makeup Forever HD Foundation Primer, and I'm just going to use a little bit all over my face. I use about that much, which isn't a whole lot for this stuff. And I'm just going to begin by patting that on and rubbing it in everywhere down my neck. And once that is in, I let it sit for just a few seconds just to make sure that it really sits really well and soaks in really well. And the next thing I'm going to use is my Makeup Forever HD foundation, and this is in number 115, and I'm just going to use 2 pumps on the back of my hand. And 2 pumps will usually be enough. Sometimes it's a little too much. It just depends on, what's going on and what you're doing that day. And I'm just going to use a flat foundation brush. This one is from like Crown Brush, I believe. It's not really the best, but it works. I'm just going to get that on my brush. And then I'm just going to begin by placing that all over. And then once that's on, I'm actually going to take my Makeup Forever Kabuki brush that comes with like the set of, it's like $79 or $80 for like the set of the foundation, the primer, the powder, and all this little stuff, but I love this brush. It's been through everything, and I'm just going to buff that in. I like to buff it in because it kind of gives it an airbrushed look. Alright, and there's my foundation done. Ready to go. It's blended in really, really well. If you want more coverage, you can add more. I don't like full coverage. I just like a medium coverage, light to medium coverage for me. I have a lot of freckles and stuff, so if I try to do heavy coverage, sometimes it looks weird because I have freckles that are kind of coming out, but they're not like seen or anything. It's just weird. So I try to stick with a medium to light coverage, or light to medium, whatever you want to call it. The next thing I'm going to take is my concealer. And today I'm using Maybelline's Instant Age Rewind in Fair 10. 10, I don't know. I like this concealer a lot. It's really super light, so it works really well for me. The only thing that I'm not crazy about is the applicator. It's super gross, super weird. The only way that I try to clean it is I use a little bit of rubbing alcohol on like a paper towel or something, and then I just blot it and try to clean it that way. I mean, it's not going to come clean. I can't like scrub it or anything because then the product actually gets inside of it. It's weird. So I'm just going to twist that a few times just to get the amount that I want. I'm going to place that under my eye. And around my nose, and around my mouth, and on a little blemish right here. And as you can see, it's super light. It looks super weird right now because it's kind of everywhere, but I'm actually going to blend it out with a concealer brush. And then that blemish was right here. I don't want to take the concealer off of it. I just want to feather it out around it. And then around my eyes. And around my eyes I'm a little bit softer because that skin is very delicate, and I'm just going to blend it really, really well. Feather it out really well. Same thing on the other side. We have our windows and doors open right now because it's so nice outside and my dog hears everybody walk by and stuff. So I'm going to actually take my Buki brush, or I guess you would call that this, I don't know, the brush for Make It Forever, and just kind of buff it all out a little bit more. Just so that it all blends really, really well. I don't want to take that concealer away from those areas, but I want to blend it out more so it doesn't look crazy. Then I'm going to take my Make It Forever powder, and I'm going to use this Humongo Buki brush from Aveda. I love this brush. It's super, it's just really, really good. I'm just getting some of that on there from the lid, tapping off the extra, and I'm going to put that basically on my T-zone. And then I blend it out as well. Whatever's left in the brush goes to the cheeks and forehead and things like that. I want to get most of the product that I want here, here, and here. I don't want a ton over through here, up through here, or anything, but whatever's left on the brush goes there and down my neck just to help it smooth it all out. After all of that is done, I'm going to move on to contouring and highlighting. I'm going to use a NYX blush, and this is in taupe. It's a dark brown, a light brown, whatever you want to call it. And I like to use my e.l.f. flat top powder brush, I believe it is. It's kind of broken and wobbly and stuff, so I gotta get a new one, but this one works for now. And I'm just gonna get it right in the corner. So I'm just gonna take it and get it right on the corner of it, like this. It's not a lot of product, but I am gonna tap off all the excess just in case. And then I'm gonna take that on the corner and I'm gonna place it right here. And then I'm going to begin blending it out really well. Same thing on the other side. And whatever's left on the brush, I'm going to take right up into here. And then I'm going to get a little bit more on my brush because I like for this area to be a little bit darker just to give me a little bit more of a shadow effect. Not on the jawline, but underneath of the jawline. And then I'm going to take my highlighter. Today I'm going to use High Beam from Benefit. And this is just going to go a few drops on my cheekbones. And then on my Cupid's bow right here. And I'm actually just going to use my ring finger to blend this out, and probably my pointer as well. A little bit of all my fingers actually. I like to tap it in and then brush it kind of down with my finger. It just helps. I don't know, it looks more natural, I think. And the same thing on this side, using my other hand, because this hand already has lots of product on it. And I'm not tugging or pulling, I'm just lightly brushing with my finger. And then on my Cupid's bow, tap it in, and then pull it down just a little bit. And if you really, really want your lips to look fuller, you can, sorry, I dropped my brush. You can use a little brush like this. It's like a flat top corner brush. I don't know how you say it. And I just get a little bit of product from that contour color, and then I tap off any of the extra, and I'm just going to put it right on the right lip. And that's going to help your lips look a little bit fuller, a little bit more defined. And then once I've done all of that, I'm going to use my blush color. Today I'm going to use Matahari from NYX, or not NYX, NARS. And I'm just using a crown brush, just a little powder brush. And I'm just getting a little bit on there, tapping it off, and then placing it right on my cheeks and blending back. Very gently, very softly. I don't want a lot of product, just a little bit. I don't want to look crazy or anything, just a little bit of color. I like to use a little bit on my nose, a little bit on my chin, and then whatever's left on your big Buki brush, I like to just kind of buff it into this area to kind of blend those colors together, just to make it look a little more natural. And the last thing that I do when I'm normally getting ready is my eyebrows. I'm going to brush them up, pull it down, brush them up, pull it down. Today I'm going to use my Milani kit thing. It's worn out, old, getting bad, but I like to use the lighter color and then a little bit of the darker color. Right now my hair is a lot darker, so the darker color is probably what I should be using more, but I don't want my eyebrows to look too dark and crazy. And honestly, I'm not going to film all of my brows on camera, so yeah. And then once my brows are filled in, I'm going to use my clear brow gel. This is from e.l.f. It's awesome. It's $1 and you can't beat it because it's super cheap and super awesome. So I'm just going to use the eyebrow side and just make sure they stay in place. And there you have it. If you wanted to make this a little bit more for every day, you could put on some mascara, maybe a little bit of eyeshadow, maybe a lip color, whatever you want to do. But this is just me on a normal day trying to do my foundation. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.